is Spirit Blaze, and I'm here with Flameclaw. This is the 5th episode of Talking Clans, and it was requested by YouTube user PurpleNightTheKitty. This particular user also has a DeviantArt account, and thank you so much, PurpleNightTheKitty, for making us a fan club on DeviantArt. So if you want to check that out, we'll leave you a link in the description below. And I think it's okay for us to get started now.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about Scourge, and, yeah, would you like to start?
Sure. Flameclaw, my first question is, what are your opinions on Scourge's name? So, I'm sorry guys if we pronounce this wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're pronouncing it right. I've heard 50-50, some people say it's Scourge, some people say it's Scourge, but honestly I think Scourge sounds better, so.
Yeah. So, I think that his name is really cool. Like, I didn't even know what it meant before, but when I learned, I was like, oh, it makes sense. I think, yeah, even in Croatian, he has a name like that. I think because my friend told me about it, I didn't even know. But, I don't really think it's realistic. Yeah, sure, it's really badass and cool and it fits him, but how would a cat know about that? I mean, yeah, okay, his mother mentioned it or something, but really, naming yourself after a human object, is that really, like, necessary? I don't know, because the Arabs didn't name Tiger Star Hammer Star in the end just because it was a human object. So why would they go, and I'm sorry about my Facebook messages, so why would they go and name a character by human object anyway?
Well, it's not a human object.
It kind of is.
Well, I mean, it's a verb. Scourge is like, well, not maybe not a verb, but scourge means like to torture.
Yeah, but it translates it in the translator like a whip.
Mhm.
So it says like it can be a whip, it can be torturing, it can be a verb and a noun. It can be both.
I think they made it more like, I think they meant it to be more of a verb. She said that the forest cats were a scourge on the name of all good cats.
Yeah. So for my first question, why is Scourge one of your favorite characters?
Honestly, like, I won't justify what he's done because he had no reason to kill all of those cats, and he was really obsessed with revenge. I don't think that, I understood that he was hurt by the bullying, and I understand that he wanted revenge on Tiger Paw, but I don't really feel like Tiger Paw was worth getting revenge on.
Yeah, Tiger Paw is really stupid.
I mean, it's really unclear in the story. Some people say that Tiger Paw almost killed him, but when I was reading the manga, I wasn't under that impression. Like, it just looked like Tiger Paw hurt him a little, gave him a scare, mostly, though. Like, you know, all I seen him do is, like, pin him down with his claws. That's really all that was in the manga, I think. I mean, he did attack him, but there was no blood in the manga.
No.
Can they even put blood in the manga?
I don't know, but, like, all I know about that particular event is what I've read, and I think it was Blue Star's prophecy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was when this so-called ordered Tiger Paw to attack Tiny, and I don't think he killed him. Like, he wanted to kill him, I think, but then someone jumped in. I think it was it the so-called himself that told him, okay, no, that's enough.
It was Blue Star. Blue Star told him not to.
Yeah, I don't even remember that much. It was a long time ago, and I didn't really pay much attention because it's Tiger Paw, and I won't like Tiger Star at all. But, yeah, he didn't kill him, but he could have. He wanted to, just to prove himself to Thistleclaw, so I guess we can blame Tiger Star for turning Scourge evil.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it was like, or his brother and sister, but I don't feel like either of those things were like big enough, like, to cause someone to be that evil. Like, But, I mean, that is definitely why he's evil. He just didn't need to act like that. He didn't need to react that way. He didn't have to be evil.
Yeah, he
But,
really
I mean,
didn't.
everybody acts different. Everybody's has different levels of strength and, like, mental strength, and, like, everybody controls their emotions differently, so I guess he was just not the same way everyone else would be.
Yeah, but like still, I think that Scourge shouldn't have changed his name and become like a total killer and destroyer and just like total villain and some kind of dictator. I just don't think that he should have done that. Furthermore, I don't think the other cats should have followed him. Like, what the hell were they thinking? You should have just all stood up and just said, no, you leave this city and just go away because, you know, you can't dictate what we're going to do. And
I think that the cats in the two-leg place, though, kind of needed a leader. I think that, kind of like the Shadow Clan cats after Nightstar died, I think that they were desperate and they were looking for someone to help them. And it didn't really matter who. I mean, it could have been somebody better, but when they seen Scourge, it was like, oh, well, you know, we need somebody to help us, to make us strong, because we're all starving in the two-leg place. And, you know, we just need somebody to help us. And, you know, the cats would come to him with their problems and everything. So I think it was more of a matter of desperation. But Scourge is one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite evil characters. But he's probably, like, my second favorite cat in the entire series. Mothwing is my first, and then Scourge. But I like him because he wasn't like the other cats. Like, he wasn't, like, really loud, really obnoxious. You know how, like, Tiger Star was very obnoxious and very kind of like, you know, really loud when it came to his opinions and what he wanted and everything like that. Whereas when Scourge wanted something, he was calm, quiet. He planned things out in his head. He was intelligent and, like, he thought about things, and he was not, like, a loud kind of character. He was just, like, really calm, but yet so evil. He wasn't really, you know, like, he was just a different kind of evil character, antagonist.
Yeah, that's why I like him, because he's different. He's not some loud, you know, blabbermouth. But I think he could hold speeches. Like, he could manipulate cats into doing what he wanted, I think. But you said that the cats were starving before he came. I think they starved when Scourge came as well, because I don't think...
Yeah, they were starving the entire time.
Yeah, because he didn't give them food. He thought he should have all the food. I don't know much about it, but I can imagine it. Like, you know, him being like, no, this food is mine. I'm your leader. I'm awesome. I need to have this food. And it didn't really help the cats. And in the end, instead of standing up for themselves and trying to fight him, they just let him stay.
Yeah.
And just...
And I also like his design.
His design is really cool. He's like black with a white paw. It's like so badass. I don't know.
With his blue eyes, and another thing is that I love short people, so I guess a short cat is pretty cool too. I like that about him, and I like that he's so powerful but yet small.
Yeah, that's kind of like something unexpected. But I've never actually imagined Scourge small. I always imagine him like being tall and towering over everyone. It's just because of his power, you know. I can't imagine him small.
I just kind of imagined him as a little Napoleon. They say Napoleon was short, but I've heard from like, I think maybe it was like BuzzFeed video or something like that, or College Humor, that Napoleon actually wasn't like a short guy. It was just like a piece of war propaganda, but he kind of reminds me of Napoleon just because of that. And Napoleon was a really good manipulator too, I think. So.
And he was a good leader.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know what he accomplished.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's probably why I like him a lot. So, my next question for you is, what do you like about Scourge?
Well, I like how, as I've said, how much power he has, how powerful, like, he has this, like, aura around him that's, like, powerful, I can imagine. And, like, how he carefully thought out his plan, and he even had, like, this powerful skill to kill Tiger Star with one blow. I mean, the guy had 9 lives, and he just managed to rip them all out
Yeah,
by
that
killing
was
9
that was not
organs.
expected for me either. I was really surprised when that happened. I mean, I could understand him taking like one life, but he ripped all 9 lives from him, so that was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
and that's why I like Scourge, because he killed the bastard of Tiger Star. Like, I just realized Firestar and Scourge are half brothers, and they both killed Tiger Star.
Yeah.
Each killed him once. So good job for Scourge on that one, because if he hadn't killed Tiger Star probably would have become ruler of the whole forest.
I really like Scourge. I just want to let you guys know that because Scourge is like literally the most controversial character in the entire series, after him would probably be Ashfur and Jayfeather, but he's probably the most controversial character, so we're trying not to upset anybody, but we both have our own opinions, and so does everybody else in the fandom, so if we offend you, I'm sorry, but a lot of people either it's like nobody really has a neutral opinion on Scourge. I think you either love him or you hate him.
Mm,
So that's why we kind of have to be we have to tell you guys this just so we don't have people fighting in the comments or anything like that.
yeah, please don't fight in the comments. It's just extremely annoying. If you have to fight, fight somewhere else. Or do it in private messages or somewhere. Just please don't in the comments.
Yeah.
Moving on. What do you think would have happened if Tiny had taken the path Rusty had?
So like if he had came into the forest and he was met by Blue Star and White Storm, I feel like he wouldn't have the confidence Rusty had. Like because when he was a kid, he didn't have the same kind of confidence that Rusty had. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
because
you haven't read The Rise of Scourge. You just know what other people have told you. But he was like, when he was a kid, he was a compulsive liar. But that's okay because he was a kid. And when he did tell the truth, it was kind of like the boy who cried wolf. His brother and sister didn't believe him when he said that he went into the forest. Like he lied so much. But I mean, I think he would have had some problems, kind of like how Cloud Paw did. I don't necessarily know if he would go back to the two-leg place, because he did have a curiosity of the forest, and what ruined it for him was Tiger Paw. So he might have been a good warrior. I mean, he was just so small. But and like his power, like his what made him like kill Firestar or Tiger Star, in my opinion, and take one of Firestar's lives, is that he has dog teeth. Like, don't ask me how they are even attached to his claws. Like, how would you even do that?
I don't even know. I mean, I know how he got the teeth in his collar.
Yeah.
Like, one got stuck in there and he learned he could do it. And it's kind of realistic. But on the claws, I mean, he couldn't use glue or something to just, like, put them on. They would fall off. Like, it's like putting something on your nails, like, right now, and you can't do it without glue or something. This is actually interesting. We should ask the errands about it. Like, I have Kate's page liked on Facebook. I could go and ask her.
Right.
Honestly, because this needs to be answered.
Yeah, it is weird. I've always wondered about this. Like, I don't know how he would get them on his cause. But I feel like that was like his advantage over the other cats. So without those, training to be a warrior in the clans, like how would he do? But I'm sure that there are small cats in the clans, especially Wind Clan cats. So he might have
Yeah.
made it pretty well, but I don't know exactly. Do you think that ThunderClan would have been the best clan for him to be in had he joined the clans?
No, I would say Shadow Clan, just because, well, because of his later personality.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, probably ThunderClan, just because they take in, no offense to ThunderClan, but they take in kind of weaker cats, kind of more shy cats. All the other clans are way more hostile, I feel like.
Yeah, like I couldn't see. But then again, Shadow Clan did take in Red and Boulder.
That
So
was way back when they were nicer. That was way, way back.
yeah. But yeah, that is true. ThunderClan has a tendency to taking in kitty pets and other cats, so
Yeah, I mean, no offense to them. I love ThunderClan, but it does get annoying at times.
yeah. ThunderClan's my favorite clan, but my second favorite would have to be BloodClan.
My favorite is SkyClan, and ThunderClan comes in second. And then I don't even know. Like, I love all the clans so much, except for ShadowClan. ShadowClan is just, I don't know, annoying.
So moving on, is there any cats that you ship with Scourge?
Yeah, I guess. I kind of, just for fun, I think I would ship Scourge and Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Because why not? There's not really any she cats you can ship him with.
Yeah, if he wasn't so much older, I would ship him with Squirrelflight, but then that is incest.
Yeah, but you know who people ship him with? You won't
Well,
believe it, but with Sandstorm.
oh yeah, I can see that.
And I'm like, no, leave my poor Sandstorm alone. She's too awesome to be with that jerk. I don't know, I love Scourge, but I don't think I can imagine it, but just no, she's too nice. Um, so my next question is, what is your opinion on Blood Clan as a whole?
So I said this earlier, but BloodClan is my second favorite clan, and that's why I made my OC like first a BloodClan cat, but she didn't want to be a BloodClan cat. She just had nowhere else to go, and she didn't want to be a kitty pet or anything like that, and that's kind of why I incorporated BloodClan and ThunderClan into her story. And for those of you who don't know, I don't really want to get much into talking about my OC because I don't want to bore everybody. Just hamming it up over here, but she was a BloodClan cat for a while because her two legs got rid of her, and then after that, she eventually, after the battle with BloodClan and the Forest Clans, she joins ThunderClan, and yeah, that's why I did that, because I liked both of those clans equally. So I wanted to have them both like have something to do with my OC. So but she's not one of those cliche Blood Clan OCs because she's not really evil or insane or like she does have a dark past, but she's not, whiny or anything like that. So, yeah, I love Blood Clan, and one of the things that I love about them the most are their collars.
Yeah, the colors are really awesome, but
It's just
they're
so
kind of unrealistic.
It's just so unusual. I kind of wonder how they even came up with it.
Well, I guess they needed something to show that they were evil, so the aliens just kind of did that. I wonder which one of them came up with it.
Yeah. Well, Victoria writes the plots for the books, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she would be the one who came up with that, but that's why, like, even though Spirit Blaze became a ThunderClan cat, I still, like, all of my commissioned art, and every time anybody draws her, including myself, we always draw her with the collar on anyway, even though she ditched the collar when she joined ThunderClan, she, like, buried it. But the colors are just so amazing that, you know, it's just way funner to draw Blood Clan cats with their collars. And
Yeah.
it just makes drawing Scourge in general funner, whether you like him or not, because of the collar. So, what do you think would have happened if he defeated the clans?
I don't know. I think that he would like unite all the clans into one, and he would do the same thing like Broken Star. He would starve everyone, and when they became elders, he would just drive them out or something, or kill them. Really horrible. Like he would
Yeah.
do horrible stuff. I don't even want to think about it. I think that there would be a lot of blood, and he would name all the clans like Blood Clan. He would like remove the original names, and he would make the leaders bow down to him. And I don't know what StarClan would do about it. I don't think they would give him 9 lives.
Yeah, I don't think they would give him 9 lives, but
But like maybe they wouldn't have a choice.
yeah.
Because then the cats wouldn't have a leader. I don't even know. But like what would happen to the like leaders, who had 9 lives?
I don't know. I'm sure that I don't think, once you become a leader, I don't think you can't have your 9 lives taken away. So, I think that they would keep their 9 lives. I think Scourge probably would have killed the leaders or somehow had them executed by cats that are already Blood Clan cats, or he would get some of the more evil clan cats, forest cats, to, he'd probably manipulate them into joining him. So that
Yeah.
way he could exterminate the leaders. But yeah, that would have been an absolute recipe for disaster, and I think that the clans would have definitely been in like probably darker days than what Tiger Star would have led them into. I don't know why.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't think Tiger Star would I don't know if he would starve the clans. I don't think he would starve the clans. I think he would make sure that everybody eats except the elders. I think he would just let the elders die because that's just the way Tiger Star is. But yeah, Scourge would probably starve everyone because
Yeah.
that's what he did in Blood Clan. And I was really upset when Scourge died. I was like, why was he only in the books for like one series? I was relieved when he killed Tiger Star, but I was upset when he died. But then again, I thought, if he would have taken over the clans, that would have really sucked. But what I wish would have happened is instead of dying, Scourge could have just retreated and took his cats back into the two-leg place. And then, like, maybe, like, have him come into the series and cause trouble later in the series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like then he would try to take over again, blah blah. So it would be kind of repetitive.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would make him like. If I was writing it, I don't know if I would make him take over the clans or try to. I think I would just have him do something like maybe just show up, just make an appearance. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how.
But that would be cool. But he couldn't go to the new territories. I don't know, maybe he would track them because he's just that type of sneaky cat.
Yeah. Just stalk them through the mountains, follow them to the Sundown Place into the new territories.
Yeah. How do you feel about the way the fandom portrays Scourge?
Let me just say that it makes me really angry.
Same.
I hate how they like make him look so insane. Like Scourge wasn't insane. He kind of, like I was telling you earlier before we were recording this.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't laugh when he kills. He's not smiling all the time. He's not a happy cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's more the kind of cold-blooded killer, not really caring. He's not gonna be like, ha ha ha, I killed you all, I'm so awesome. No,
Right,
he's gonna be like,
how people make him look like that, and also people make him look really emo, and it's just like same thing with Ashburn. It's like, really, it's just
yeah, but people are stupid. We all know that. Like a lot of people are gonna do dumb stuff. But like, I think that the worst thing the fandom does with Scourge is ship him with Ashfur. I just can't get over it. Like, I just can't.
Yeah. I don't
It's
even
been
know where that
years.
came from. I don't even know who started it. We already talked about this, I think, in the Mothwing rant. And we
Yeah.
get so off a topic. Like, we were talking about that in a Mothwing rant. Like, how did it even happen? I think because we were talking about Leafpool X Mothwing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't ship. There's a lot of gay ships that I ship in Warrior Cats. Well, not a lot. There's only like 2 of them that I ship, and Ashfur and Scourge is not one of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it would be cool. Honestly, I think it would be cool, but like, it's so unrealistic, and I've been saying that stuff is unrealistic this whole video, but I really don't care because it's true. I mean, how could those two have met each other? Ashfur is in Starkland,
Yeah.
and Scourge is God knows where, somewhere in the kitty pet dark forest.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
even when they were alive, I mean, he would have been Ashpaw then, and like they wouldn't have even met each other. I think Ashpaw was in the battle, but
He
who knows
didn't
if they
go
even
and
laid
talk to
eyes on
Scourge.
each other? Probably not. They probably don't even know each other exist.
Yeah, and even if they did know each other, I mean, would Scourge really go looking for a romantic relationship with anyone? No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
I can't see Scourge loving any she-cat, like we said in a previous video. I just, like you said before, he's just so evil. Like,
Yeah.
and another thing about Scourge, something that I like about him, and another reason why I hate the way the fandom portrays him is because he's so cold, he's distant, unemotional. He's that type of character.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. But that is some stuff that I really like about him.
Yeah, because he's. But one thing I really don't like is how people are like, oh, he's this badass cat and he is amazing. Like, no, you have to look at all aspects of Scourge, like his evil side, and people are sometimes like they forgive him for what he's done just because he's badass. You just can't do that. I feel that the fandom sometimes forgives him too much, just like they do with many cats, like how they do with Ashfur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Scourge, and I would agree with the people who say that he's badass and he's like totally amazing, but I'm not saying that he is completely amazing because there are bad things about Scourge. He's not 100% great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like every other character, unless they're a Mary Sue, there are bad things about them and there are good things about them, and people don't look at the bad things about them. But when you're me, this is just how I deal with it because I'm a fan of Ashfur and Scourge. Instead of being like trying to justify the things that they've done, I'm like, well, yeah, Scourge is an evil cat, and he's bad, and he's cold, he's distant, he's unemotional, he's evil, but I like him for that. You know, that's how I wish people in the fandom would act when they're trying to defend their favorite characters. Instead of saying, well, they didn't do anything wrong, they're great, they were totally justified, I mean, he was bullied. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it gets really annoying. Like, cats are not perfect. Like, just stop.
Right.
Not even people are perfect. Everyone has flaws and good things, but flaws as well.
Exactly.
Just like, oh my gosh. But like all fandoms do this. Every single fandom. I think that there's at least one character in each of them that's like portrayed as perfect.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Scourge's backstory?
I haven't officially like read it, but I know a little bit about it, and from what I know, it's like I don't know. I don't really like it, just because it's a standard bully story, and I don't think that just because you were bullied, you need to go all psychopath on the world around you.
Right, like some kid gets bullied at school and then shows up the next day with a gun. He's like, I think that's, you don't really need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You need to get help. But
yeah.
It's nothing to laugh about, but it is, just me relating Scourge to, like, a human situation.
Yeah. Like, but I think that Scourge kind of wanted to prove himself, but in the end, he just managed to destroy a lot of cats' lives because, for example, if you look at Barley and Violet, their lives were destroyed, and also their litter mates' lives as well, because Hoot and Jumper completely changed, and it just wasn't for the better, unfortunately. They wanted to kill cats because of Scourge, and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
I just wish that they didn't do this.
And if Scourge wanted to prove himself, he could have done it like what we were talking about earlier in this video. He could have done it by like joining the clans or doing something honorable, something courageous as a clan cat.
Yeah.
He could have done anything by what he did. That just makes him worse, Yeah,
he could have helped the cats into a place, get food or anything, but not what he did.
Right. If he wanted to be loved and respected, he could have done it in a much better way. You know that quote? Like, I don't know, because you haven't read The Rise of Scourge, I don't know if you'd know, but he says at one point, he says something along the lines of, I had to have ice in my veins to do what I just did, and his eyes are blue, so, like, that makes me feel like the prefix of his name would start with ice, like, definitely. But I don't know what, like, the suffix would be. So I'd have to play around with it a little bit. Like, can you think of anything like Ice Heart? No, that sounds too girly.
Not just that, but it sounds too cold. Maybe Ice Claw, but that's too mainstream.
Right.
Ice Breeze.
Maybe, I don't really know if that fits in. Ice Fang?
Ice Fang, yeah, maybe Ice Fang. That sounds like a Pokemon move. there's an attack like that. Ice Fang. Or I had something on my mind. Wait, Ice Storm.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
This was the 5th episode of Talking Clans.
Yeah, I think so. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want, and look out for more content. And we're gonna see you on, I think, Thursday.
Yep. Last video I accidentally said Thursday, and then wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be Thursday.
Tuesday.
So we'll see you Thursday. We put out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to leave a suggestion, leave it in the comments or on Facebook, because that's where we post these videos. And I'm Spirit Blaze, that's Flameclaw, and we'll see you again.
Bye.